Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
Honor and humanity. It's the slogan used by the National Front. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting. Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
The shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
We'll keep blood, land, honor and humanity. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Illyris speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble, human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. Look about. Look. Fear them, the enemy. For they are close. They are everywhere.
His beard is speckled with something
I
that looks
smell
like
the-
flour.
Do you not smell
Maybe a baker?
that foreign spice?
His beard is
Magic.
speckled with something that looks like flour. Maybe a baker?
It warms my heart to see you standing before me.
He must be wearing
Standing
leather
up for what's
undergarments.
good and fair.
They make an unpleasant
Glory,
creaking noise.
cousins. Glory be
He
upon
must be wearing
you.
leather
In the light
undergarments.
of the goddess.
They make an unpleasant creaking noise.
I spoke recently
hoods
with
are
our
probably to protect their
benefactors.
identities.
Spoke to them about
It
that.
never bodes well for a movement
immigrant,
when its
the
members are afraid to be
magical.
seen.
Yes,
His left arm keeps twitching.
yes.
He
I
appears to
spoke
have some sort
them.
of
I said,
muscular
listen
dysfunction.
to these humble, brave folk, your cousins. Humans
There's nothing unusual about
brought
that
to
person.
their knees.
Her
by
clothes
the
smell
magical.
strongly of tar and
Driven
smoke.
to bankruptcy.
She must
to
be a
moral
factory worker.
Corruption. Simple, uncomplicated men and women.
It appears his
led
skin has a
astray by
strange
the
pallor.
devilish,
He
demonic,
might suffer from moon
magical,
waste.
The necromancer.
Nothing in particular stands
I
out.
said to them, I said, we
Nothing in
need
particular
to
stands
make a
out.
stand.
His right hand has the mark of a heavy
now,
smoker. His fingers and
We need
nails
to
are yellow
rally.
and cracked.
behind our benefactors, behind our own. And I said to them,
The
I
hoods
said,
are probably to protect
you
their
need
identities.
they need
It never bodes
what
well
we
for a movement
need
when its members. He
someone
smells
to
of
stand up
rosewater.
and speak
It's
the
rather
human
pleasant, to be honest.
cause. The true Mercurian.
There's nothing unusual about
Someone
that
not
person.
afraid of the
He
magical
reeks of
and his
tobacco.
foreign
An
tongues.
Azadea variant, unless my nose
Yes.
deceives me.
Yes. You know
Annie
me.
used to smoke this.
You know me. You know I seek no fame or
Her
fortune.
posture is odd.
I seek only
It's
truth.
almost like she's tilting
seek
slightly to
the
one
light.
side.
I seek justice.
Her posture is
the
odd.
brave, humble,
It's almost like she's
human
tilting
folk,
slightly
like
to one
you.
side.
Yes. Yes,
He
yes.
smells of lavender
I
oil.
stand here before
Maybe
you
he's a physician.
as your servant.
He
Stand
smells
here
of
before
lavender
you
oil.
as your humble
Maybe he's a
servant.
physician. He has
Soon
an
the
odd
city
and
will
annoying
elect a new
habit of
council,
constantly
a
clicking
new
his tongue.
leader, one who will take responsibility
She
for the
smells faintly of
lawlessness
salted
that haunts these occult,
Maybe she works in a
ill-lit
butcher's shop.
lanes. Our benefactors do great
Goddess,
work. They do
that
brave
man
work,
has a
important
potent odour.
work.
He
He
can't have
must
changed his
just
clothes
work.
or taken a
But
bath
they
in
can't
months.
be everywhere. They can't protect all of you from your dark neighbours.
His breathing
And where
is
the
erratic
Azadi
and
fall
shallow.
short, where their
should visit a
light doesn't
doctor.
reach, the city watch can help.
She's humming to herself.
Take the paper
It's a tune I
dragons
recognise.
that fly above us as we
A sweet
speak.
lullaby.
Yes, those blasphemous constructs that fly in the face of all decent, humble, hard-working human folk.
She smells
Symbols
faintly
of
of
the
salted
magical,
meats.
symbols of the
Maybe
dry
others.
clean.
That man has a He smells of lavender oil.
Blasphemous
Maybe he's he
betrayal
has an
of
odd
all
and
of
annoying habit
humanity.
of constantly
Phooey.
clicking his tongue.
Our benefactors, the
posture is
Azadi,
odd.
they cannot
It's
cut
almost- her
every
posture is
line,
odd.
arrest every
It's almost
traitorous
like her
child.
posture is odd.
They've more important
It's
things
almost
to do.
like he
This is
reeks
the
of
City
tobacco.
Watch's
An
responsibility.
Azadea variant, unless my
But
nose
what
deceives me.
does the City Watch
Her
do?
hands are rough,
They
with
stop
scores of
good,
small
honest,
cuts.
simple human folk from meting out
His
well-deserved
right hand
justice.
has the mark of a heavy smoker.
They stop us from
His fingers
punishing
and
the
nails are
magical,
yellowed and
that
cracked.
immigrant for his
His right
necromancy
hand has the
and
mark of a heavy
illusionism.
smoker.
Why?
His fingers and
Only
nails
last
are
night,
yellowed and
A
cracked.
young cousin of ours was put
Honor
in
Hillary's.
chains
He
for
leads
laying
this
righteous
national
hands
front for
on a
faith and
magical.
family.
A magical who'd cast a spell on our
He
young
smells of
cousin's
rosewater.
sister. She'd
It's rather
fallen in
pleasant,
with
to
the
be honest.
magical, possessed with
It appears
dark
his
lust
skin has a strange
and
pallor.
obscenity. And our
He
cousin
might
is
suffer
thrown in
from
the
her
dungeon for
clothes
doing
smell
what's
strongly of
right,
tar and smoke.
what's just,
She must be a factory
what's
worker.
moral. Yes, this is what the watch does.
His left arm keeps
Punishes
twitching.
brave,
He appears
simple,
to have some sort of
human
muscular
folk for doing
dysfunction.
what's right.
He
But
must
trying
be
to save a
wearing
young
leather
girl's soul from
undergarments.
that demon,
They make
the
an unpleasant
magical
creaking noise.
immigrant.
His beard is speckled
No,
with
no,
something that
no.
looks like flour.
The City Watch
Maybe a
needs
baker?
leadership. Mercuria needs leadership. Someone who can stand up against the magical and say, this far and no further. Someone who's willing to make sacrifices, to hammer in a few nails to build a home. The Watch is willing to hammer no nails to build no home.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, watch your back in there.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? No? It's hilarious. I think it starts...
According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. Flintlock parts for the muskets. Steel nails, imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city. Steel nails, imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city. Leviathan oil. They hunt the great beasts for this precious fluid. It's used as illuminant and for lubrication. A rope is always useful. A rope is always useful. There's black powder in this barrel. A handful should suffice.
What are you doing here?
Steel nails, imported from West... A nail, fresh from the steel mills. This might be of use to me. It's a sturdy rope, probably soaked through with brine.
Go on, get out of here!
Leviathan oil. They hunt the great beasts for this precious fluid. It's used as illuminant and for lubrication. The rope's soaked through with oil. It should work as a burning fuse now. According to the labelling on this, flint pieces for the flintlock muskets. The flint can make no spark without steel.
got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
The Azadi return to get proverbial back scratched?
There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must play by her rules, no matter how deceptive she may be. And my mission was to get the weapons, not to spare a runner's life. I thought we had an agreement.
There was agreement. I decided to change agreement.
Why?
Dead man can tell no secret.
A dead boy.
Who would be man? Make little difference when death come. It come regardless.
It matters to me. It matters to him.
As it matter to Banda mother watching Banda children murdered by Azadi?
If she has, one death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive. But your people must also be made to suffer for their crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us. Or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer. But my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
How do I make them see? How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banta are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, make friend miss friend, husband miss wife, maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream of friend and of family, while I mourn them all.
Where have you been?
Magical medicines your body needs. Fully off.
Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
Day and night.
That man, was he at the National Front assembly? He looks somewhat familiar. I'm putting him down as a suspect. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Sure you don't want a nice lump of pickled cow's kidney? It's the perfect late-night munch.
Who are you people? Where are you taking me? You got the wrong man!
Midnight snack. Early breakfast.